Sheffield remain top of the table after a last-minute.com goal to give them all 3 points to remain outright leaders. Breathing down the next, though, is Canaries, who, of course, keeping up the heat with an impressive win this past midweek. Who's going to take advantage this weekend? We're going to get into it, all of it, next! That's right, folks. Bam's getting a prediction video today. We look forward to match number 11 or 10, depending on how you look at it. Of course, over in the Championship, and we'll get to that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button and bang it. All things Rovers related, Championship related, World Cup related. We got over here, boys. Under one Brewski, Rovers are up to third in the table. Say it quietly, guys. Say it quietly. As Rovers put on their style against the Watford side, who looked absolutely dog shit this past midweek. But of course, can they bounce back with of course the chasing pack? We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Of course, people shout to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get into it. Of course, now have a look at the games that did take place this past midweek. Then, shall we? Here we go. My picks on the left, the real deals on the right. Of course, I did not anticipate a 2-0 win. Oh gosh, here we go again. A 2-0 win for Rovers. But guess what? We did. I did predict 2 goals though, but I thought it was going to be a point piece. Meanwhile, Borough, what is going wrong with Middlesbrough? 3-2 loss against Cardiff. Absolute shit show extraordinaire. 2-0 win for me. I got it wrong as well. Huddersfield, they sacked their bloody manager, didn't they? Of course, after losing to a Wigan side. Now, don't get me wrong. Danny Scuffle was never the answer. I don't know what you were thinking. Get your act together, bring back the Wagmeister, and you'll be A-OK. Wigan, though, there ain't no slouches home or away. They've got a bit of fight about them, so don't think as that was the straw that broke the camel's back. They were just a shit appointment from the get-go. Get it right next time. Hull City, they got spanked by bloody matey boy there, Alex Neil. 3-0 win for them on the road. Big win for them. Swansea, of course, lastminute.com loss against Sheffield United. Freaks could only master a draw against the other Freaks. That's right. Burnley called it, lads. Called it. Meanwhile, Millwall got a bit of a handering by Ian Beale's fish and chips. 2-0 win for QPR. Luton 2-2 draw against Coventry. Good fight back there for, of course, Mark Robbins' boys. Luton, of course, Norwich there. 3-2 win. Good win, a strong win, but of course they were comfortable. They were home and hosed at one stage. Bristol City made a fight back. Then they say Rotherham a big 3-0 over Blackpool. They look okay, don't they? Look right now. Rotherham look like they're the real bloody deal. They can compete here. Reading, of course, got spanked by Tony Mowbray. 3-0 win for them. Well done to Mowbray, boys. And of course, what a game! I didn't even realise that result. 3-2 in the end. Birmingham, big monster winners over West Brom in the Midlands derby, Black Country derby, whatever you want to call it. Big win for them. But this is what the table looks like right here, right now. Go Sheffield United, of course, 20 points on the board. Just one defeat so far this season. Norwich up there as well. 4 points the gap already. There's daylight. There's absolute daylight between themselves and the third best of the rest. Of course, Blackburn Bloody Rovers alongside Reading, of course. Look at the L columns. Look. We're in third. We lost 4 times. Middlesbrough, actually Swansea, actually Coventry have lost 4. They're down the foot of the bloody table. Goodness gracious me, the difference is so fine, but we'll take it right here, right now. So that's the state of play there. Of course, what about the Super Brew? Let's take a look at the Super Brew, guys. Here it is in all its glory. Ultra Omeo with 12 points on the board there. Well done to him. Omar, the Mexican sniper, 11.5. Where am I? Down here, 4.5. Pretty shitty for me, though. Not great indeed. If you see your name, let me know down below. Say, hey, I see my name. Look at all these guys with 0. Either they didn't play or they were just garbage. But well done to everyone who did play. Keep on keeping on. Let's take a look at the overall leaderboard then, shall we? I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm up to 10th. 10th out of 82. That's absolutely illegal. Con DJ Snake is running away with 86 points on the board. TC 10 or TC 100, 85 points on the board and 5 as well. And 90 Burnley, Macca, Alex for their non-movers. As for me, I'm down 3. Oh, I was doing much better than that. But Noggin Java up 9 spots there. Ultra up 11 spots. He's in the mixer here, guys. He's making a run for it. He's making a run for the title, of course. Wooden Spoon, Disaster Paz. Cool name as well. But anyway, that's the state of play there. If you want to get involved, it is free. EFL Championship. That's that. I still haven't figured out who won the prediction of the month for the last month, but we'll figure it all out later. Let's get in amongst it. Of course, these games are coming at you this coming weekend. They may or may not be some postponements, but I'm going to come at you like they were going to go ahead anyway. So kicking it all off with Swansea up against Hull. Early kickoff, of course, against Hull City. Now, these two sides played each other 20 times in 2003. 5 wins for Swansea, 10 wins for Hull City, and 5 draws, of course. Swansea, though, just 1 win and 6. 33% form for them right now up against the Hull City side. 1 win and 6, then 25% form for them moving forward as well. Last time around, though, over in Swansea was a nil ball draw back in, of course, September 2021. Stoke, though, did beat Hull last time around. It's actually been back-to-back games now without a goal for Hull up against the Sheffield Swansea side, who did pick up the loss against Sheffield United. Of course, coming at you, though, the odds right here, right now for this one is 11-10 on is your Swansea. Of course, 20-25 is your draw. 65 is your away win here, boys. And back in, of course, Swansea. 2-1 win for them. 3 points in the bag. Up the ladder they go. Hull are in trouble. I can tell you that now. Birmingham City, can they of course, kick on forward from that big result against West Brom? They're locking horns at St Andrews. Played each other 16 times since 2001. 6 wins for Birmingham, 4 for Coventry, 6 draws, of course. Back-to-back wins for Birmingham right now. 42% form for John Eustace, boys. Up against, of course, Coventry side, who are unbeaten, winless, in the last 8. Last round, though, St Andrews was a 4-2 win for Coventry back in April 2022. Of course, Coventry unbeaten against Birmingham over the last 4, pick up 1 win and 3 draws. It's been very, very tight between these two sides, who did ground share for a little bit, so remember that. Birmingham 3-2 winners over West Brom, and actually been back-to-back wins, back-to-back away wins for them. Up against the Coventry City side, of course, a 2-2 draw for them against Luton. That's, of course, a good, fair crack of the whip for them for this one. Let's take a look at the odds right here right now. 70-10 is your Birmingham, 9-4 is your draw, 8-5 is your away win here, boys. 1-0 win for me for the Bromwich. Of course, 3 wins to the bounce, up the ladder they go. That could actually see them go up as high as 5th in the table, depending on what goes on elsewhere. And speaking of elsewhere, we've got the freakiest stories. It's Burnley up against Bristol City over at Turdmore. Played the 15 times in 1994. 7 wins for Burnley, 3 for Bristol City, and 5 draws, of course. Burnley, though, won 3 and drawn 3 of the last 6, unbeaten in the last 6 games. 75% form for them. Up against the Bristol City side, who've just lost against Norwich. 75% form for them moving forward as well. Last round at Turdmore in the league was a 4-0 win for Burnley. That was back in the Championship back in December 2015. Burnley pick up a draw against Preston. Of course, that was on the road. Norwich with a big 3-2 win over Bristol City last round. Of course, who've now scored 5 and conceded 5 of the last 6. That's Bristol City. The odds right here, right now. Burnley 6-4 for the victory. 6-4 on. 11-4 is your draw. 41 is your away win here. So Burnley expected to win. I'm expecting them to win. 3-0 win for them. Again, they could go up to as high as 3rd in the table. Millwall up against Blackpool, of course, coming at you over at the Den. That's right. Coming at you. These two sides up each other 14 times. 6, 5 wins for Millwall, 6 for Blackpool, and 3 draws. Millwall, though, just 1 win and 6. 25% form for them right now. Blackpool, of course, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form for Blackpool. Coming at you, though, last time at the Den, it was a 2-1 win for Millwall back in August 2021. The away side hasn't won this game in a long time. In fact, the last time the away side won was when Blackpool beat Millwall in Millwall back in August 2012. Rotherham with a big 3-0 win over Blackpool. Of course, Millwall with a big 2-0 loss against QPR. Both sides looking for a result and a goal heading into this one, of course, with a goalless affair last time. Even Stevens is your Millwall, 12-5 is draw, 14-5 is your away win here, boys. I'm back in a 2-1 win for Millwall. They are, where are they in the table? They're actually a bit of a struggling right now, down into 19th spot, but of course a win for them would actually see them shoot up the table indeed. Watford up against Sunderland, of course, it's the Tony Mowbray Stars. They're looking A-OK right now, coming at you, played each other 19 times since 1993. 5 wins for Watford, 8 wins for Sunderland, 6 draws, of course. Watford, though, just 1 win and 6, 33% form for them right now, up against the Sunderland side, who've won 3 and lost 3 of the last 6, 50% form for them right now. That's, of course, this is prime time sacking territory here for Middlesbrough, for Watford. Of course, Middlesbrough are, we're going to look at them last, but I think if you lose this one, Rob Edwards, I think you're in trouble, buddy. I think you are in trouble. Of course, the last time I finished at Vicarage Road was a 1-0 win for Watford back in April 2017. That was in the Premier League. Of course, Sunderland with a big 3-0 over Reading, Watford with a big 2-0 loss against Rovers, of course, heading into this game. The odds right here, right now, we've got an even Stevens for you, Watford 5-2, sure, 11-4 is your Mackhams here. I'm back in Sunderland here, 2-0 win for that. So I'm back in Watford here. Unfortunately, Sunderland at away side, that's going to be where they're going to have to do their fighting. At home is where it's all at for the Mackhams at the Stadium Light. Huddersfield, of course, could have a new manager. They probably won't. Of course, heading into this matchup against Cardiff, played the 19 times since 2002. We got 2 wins for Huddersfield, 12 wins for Cardiff, 5 draws, of course. Huddersfield, though, without a win in 5, 25% form for them right now. Up against Cardiff side, who are also a bit shit right now. 33% form for them right now, 1 win in 6. Last time around, over in Huddersfield, it was a 2-1 win for the Terriers. Of course, that was back in February 2022. Of course, they did lose, though, to Wigan last time around. Middlesbrough there was a close game, wasn't it, between Middlesbrough and Cardiff. Cardiff coming out on top with a big 3-2 win, none the same. The odds right here, right now, what we got going on here? We have got, of course, Huddersfield 31-20 for the victory, 12-5 draw, 13-8. Of course, I'm backing, of course, a managerless Huddersfield here to lose this game. Cardiff with a big 2-1 win for them. Who's going to come in? Will Wagner come in? Will he roll back the years and bring these guys back to where they're at? I don't know. Do you ever go back? Do you ever return? That's the question. That is the question. I think it'll be okay with them, but I don't think they'll be as they were. Luton Town up against Rovers, of course, this is the game of the day. I might be doing a watch along for this one, but I might not be. I'm in Germany. We'll have to see how it pans out. 7 times since 2007 they played, 2 wins apiece, 3 draws, of course. Luton, though, 50% form for them right now. 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. Rovers, of course, 50% form, 1-3, and lost 3, of course, heading into this. Last time around, though, over at Luton, it was a 0-0 draw back in January 2022. Of course, Luton picked up a 2-2 draw against Coventry. Rovers with a 2-0 win over Watford. The odds right here, right now, we've got Luton 11-10 for the Richie 23-10 draw. 13-5 is your away win here, of course. I'm back in a square, another draw here, 1-1 right in the middle, and I'll take it all day long. Of course, Luton are a bit of a sticky wicket. Had not had the best of results so far. Maybe we can get them on a good day or a bad day for them. Good day for us. Norwich up against West Brom, bit of a zinger this one, coming at you over at Carrow Road. Played each other 34 times since 1985. 12 wins for Norwich, 15 wins for West Brom, 7 draws, of course. Norwich, they're winning 5 of the last 6, 83% form for them right now up against the West Brom side. Also, sackability, of course, on the agenda here, potentially for West Brom. They're, of course, hanging down there with Middlesbrough. Who's going to get Sean Dyche? That's the question. Who is going to get Sean Dyche? Will it be Middlesbrough? Will it be West Brom? Who else is up for the sack? Who else did I just mention? Watford, Borough, West Brom. Hold this phone, hold the space, guys. They are one of those who's going to get sacked this weekend. West Brom, of course, without winning 5 now. Of course, last time around at Carrow Road, a 4-3 Bobby Dazzler in favour of West Brom back in August 2018. I was in the Championship. Norwich with a big 3-2 win over Bristol City. Of course, West Brom with a 3-2 loss against Birmingham. Of course, the odds right here, right now, we've got Norwich 13-10 for the Rich United to the away win, and 5-2 is your must win, I think, for West Brom, but they're going to lose it. Goal bonanza, though. 5 goal through, 3-2 in the end for Norwich. On this one, Preston North End against the high-flying, promotion-chasing leaders. It is Sheffield United. Played each other 40 times since the year 2000. Just 10 wins for Preston, 16 wins for the Blades, 14 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 6 though for Preston right now. 42% form for them right now. Up against the Sheffield United side, of course. 5 wins on the body out of the last 6 games. 92% form for them. Haven't lost the last 7. Last time around at Deep Dale was a 2-2 draw back in January 2022. I was in the Championship, of course. Sheffield United with a big 1-0 win over Swansea. Of course, Preston with a draw, a good draw against Burnley. None the same. However, 1-1 lost 1, drew 1 over the last 3. Coming at you though, the odds right here right now. 2-1 is your Preston, 5-2 draw, 5-4 is your away win here. Which way are you going to go? I'm going to go with a draw here. Point split right down the middle, which of course could open up a chance for Norwich to go top of the table. QPR, Ian Beale's Fish and Chips up against Stoke City. Let's get in the deep end on this one then. Of course, coming at you at Loftus Bloody Road. Of course, Ian Beale's Fish and Chips doing A-OK right now, trying out some results. Up against, of course, Alex Neil and Stoke. Played 26 times in 1996, 9 wins apiece, 8 draws, of course. QPR, though, just 1 defeat past 5, 58% form for them right now. Stoke, though, of course, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form for them right now as well. Coming at you, though, last time at Loftus Road, it was a 2-0 win for Stoke. Stoke, of course, back-to-back wins over QPR last season, back-to-back clean sheets as well. Stoke, I've got basic odds on this one. Basic odds go in favour of QPR. They're favoured to win this game at Loftus Road. I'm going with a 2-1 win, though, for Stoke. They got the tails up, they got the bit between the teeth, and Neil's in charge. 2-1 win for them over Ian Beale's Fish and Chips. Wigan Athletic up against Reading, of course, coming at you, the DW, of course. Now, these two sides have played each other 20 times since 2003, 8 wins apiece, 4 draws, of course. Reading, though, of course, 67% form for them right now, winning 4 of the last 6. Up against the Wigan side, just lost one loss of the last 6, 67% form for them right now, heading into this game. Last round over at the DW, it was a 3-1 win for Reading back in November 2019. That was in the Championship, guys. Of course, Reading picked up a 3-0 loss to Sunderland, though. Wigan with a big 2-1 win over Huddersfield heading into this game. So back-to-back 2-1 wins for them. They look A-OK right now. 21-20 is your Wigan, 13-5 is your 23-10 is your away win. Of course, it is pretty high-flying chasing right now. Wigan potentially could go as high as 3rd in the table with a win. And I see them getting the W on this one over Reading, who are going to start hitting a rough patch very, very soon. 2-0 then. Wigan have got there, of course, a big result. And, of course, up the ladder they go. Middlesbrough up against, of course, Rotherham, of course, at the Riverside. Chris Wilder's job is on the line. Played each other 10 times. 2013, 7 wins for Borough, 2 for Rotherham, 1 draw, of course. Middlesbrough winning 2 of the last 6, 42% form for them right now. Up against the Rotherham side, who won 1-2, lost 2 and draw 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form for them moving forward. Last time around, though, at the Riverside, it was a 3-0 win for Rotherham back in January 2021. Rotherham picking up a 3-0 win over Blackpool. Of course, Borough with, of course, a 3-2 loss against Cardiff. The odds right here right now, we've got Middlesbrough 13-8 on for the Richie 11-4 is draw, and 9-2 is your long shots, which of course is Rotherham, who of course come into the table in 9th, potentially could go 3rd in the table with a W. I'm going with a cheeky 3-1 win for Borough, Wilder's job is safe, but what about Watford? What about the bloody, of course, West Brom? One of those guys are going to be gone this weekend because of the international break. Prime time, sacking time. But anyway, that's my take. If, of course, I am right, that's what the table will look like. Norwich, of course, kicking ass and taking in. Sheffield United, of course, in second. And then the chasing pack. Coventry, West Brom, and Huddersfield going down. You heard it here first, fellas. You heard it here first. That's my take. Be sure to get your own take using, of course, the Super Brew, /EFL Championship. But that is it, guys. That is it. Be sure to smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, smash the little bell as well. We'll be back after the international break for the next round of Championship games. But there'll be a lot of content on the channel regardless of that. So make sure you smash your subscribe. Until then, guys and girls, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the little bell. But until then, we are done.